What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with an overview as well as quick tips and tricks in regards to, maximizing your shards here for Hulkbuster, with him being the exclusive character right now. I know it's been brutal just going through the process, but I still see a lot of questions being asked, so I want to quickly show you guys some quick tips and tricks in regards to what's working for me, and as well as showing you guys where I am right now in the milestone. As you can see, 1,500 points for the Armored Architect, and as well Monster vs. Machine have about almost 34,000 now. So yeah, quick tips and tricks, guys. So I mean, high level, there is honestly only 3 ways to really get an opportunity to earn these fragments, which overall is going to give you the only chance to actually get shards for Hulkbuster. So first and foremost, Monster vs. Machine milestone. This is the big one because you basically get points whenever you earn these heavy armor orb fragments, right? And this can be done in a couple ways, but the bulk of it is going to be through blitzing, guys. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've already established my blitz teams here, but I'll give you an example. The key is getting wins and not actually, forming good teams to actually synergize with each other, right? So for instance, if you have a strong character like Ultron, grouping 4 weaker characters, as you can see on the left there, ensures it so that I pretty much have a guaranteed victory here. So here, I'll give you an example. I'll just find an enemy that I can go up against. And mind you, it could take some time if you're going through this, but I know this is going to be a guaranteed win because Ultron's going to be up against this hand minion. So if I go ahead and use the refreshes here, he's going to be able to win. So the reason why this one works so well is because you're basically, using the cost of well, generally, most of the time, I wouldn't be using characters that are on cooldown. So generally, it would be characters like this, where I group Ultron with 3 or 4 weaker guys, and it only usually costs 5 credits to recharge. If you go ahead and do that after all your rotations, you're going to be in a really good spot to maximize the number of wins. And the reason we want wins is, as I've shown earlier, here, let's do another one here just to guarantee victory. Ultron versus Luke Cage. I'll go ahead and do the battle once again. And you want to do as much as you can because you're going to be getting these fragments each time you blitz, right? And sometimes it can range from 50, it can be 100. I think it can go up to like 200, maybe potentially more, but the most common is going to be 50. That's how you're going to earn fragments. And the more fragments you earn, that's going to generate the orbs, the heavy orbs. If you go to the supply store here and you go to the actual main store, click on orbs on the left, and you scroll down, there are these heavy orbs over here. And this is pretty much the only way to actually go through and unlock Hulkbuster, with the exception of the late end game stages of the milestone where they give you shards, but I really doubt it. As you can see, it has a chance to actually get you 2 shards. I believe there's 4, 6, 10, 25, but the most common one is going to be the 2 shards, guys. So, try not to get discouraged, but it's just what it is. It's the drops there, right? So high level, if Hulkbuster needs 100 shards to unlock, you basically need to earn at least 50 orbs to go through it. So that's why the importance of going through your blitz rotations is really, really pivotal. If you guys are in the super early stages of the game, like I have on my baby account, my new account I just created a couple weeks ago, like he has no chance of going through this because I actually have 40 pre-built teams to go through it, right? But here, in case you guys are interested, I'll just quickly cycle through some of my teams to give you some ideas here. But yeah, you can see, Doc Ox leading the charge for this one. There are some teams I've kept together because I just couldn't find any synergy. Sometimes you may want to replace them, but you have Omega Red here kind of leading this pack here. So, a couple of guys here like Phi Lavelle and Minerva leading their team respectively. So I mean, these are just some simple examples here. Kestrel is a big one. Kestrel is a big MVP one. I like Adam Warlock with Moondragon. They synergize really well. Shang-Chi can always carry a team. So, I mean, Dr. Doom, he's a must-have if you actually have him unlocked, but these are some simple examples in terms of, the types of teams you can have in synergizing with, and you really want to take advantage of the powerhouses, right? Characters like Morgan Le Fay that can really lead you to that victory. Doesn't matter who she's placed with. If you have weaker characters, she's able to actually carry the team and get you those points. But yeah, here I'm just cycling through the rest of my team so that way you guys can pause and just see who I've been using. Generally, these teams have been giving me really, really good consistency, but obviously there are still losses. And even when I get the losses, it is what it is because at the same time, you still need to, the losses don't hurt me because they do drop back down in difficulty, which will then help me get more wins anyway. So overall, it's a win-win. So that's really the bulk of it, guys. The core of it is going to be blitzing. The secondary milestone I talked about earlier that I referenced, the Armored Architect, the reason why I don't reference this one too often is because this one is heavily based on spending power cores. If you don't have any power cores, you know, there's almost no point in even looking at this one, right? But here, let's go ahead and take a look at the details. You go through this one, hit scoring, you only get 1 point per power core spent. So you spend 100 power cores, you get 100 points. That's basically how it works. So right now I have 1,500 points generated. That means I've spent 1,500 power cores over the last day and a half. So that is exactly why this one's not really feasible. I think I'm averaging 400 to 600 a day right now. So if I multiply that by the 5-6 days, I'm going to end up anywhere around this 2,900, maybe 3,500 point mark. But you can see the points really start ramping up after milestone 16, because they start giving you an actual full orb per milestone essentially. But you just see how much it grows in terms of power cores. I think I'm probably going to reach this 2,900 3,500 mark, but this one shouldn't be the deal breaker in terms of getting you orbs. But it is what it is. Like, they decided to make this a super unreasonable event, unfortunately, with the power core spendage. And last but not least, guys, I think some folks are forgetting about this third one, being the web store. So if I switch gears here, you guys are able to access the Marvel Strike Force web store. There is another one here that's part of the web store that's called Mechanized Might. And this one's solely based on energy spending. So if I hit go here, you can already see I've got milestone 15, right? And now this one specifically, it's actually the first time we've seen a combination of both campaign energy and ISO 8 energy being used to earn these fragments. So essentially each day, if you're able to use energy, it's going to help you. I've also heard of a glitch online, just reading Reddit last night, that you know, these rewards might disappear. So I highly recommend, if you guys are making sure you go in before the reset each day and claiming these rewards, because they seem to be getting lost. And to be honest, I don't know if support's going to deal with it. So just make sure you guys are claiming this up to here. But basically what I've been aiming for this one is, if you're able to hit this consistently, maybe use a power core refresh to get some more energy and so forth, you're likely going to end up between this milestone 15, 16, and 17 mark. The best value in terms of what you get for what you utilize for energy is actually milestone 18, which is this 3,000 energy. But to be honest, that's very hard to maintain, especially and sustain over the course of 7 days, right? So I think the 1,700, 1,300 mark is more reasonable. It's likely where I end up, and I usually try to push for this 2,200 because it does give you an extra 750 fragments. So that's really what I've been doing, guys. And don't forget to, on this store here specifically, you're also able to get free energy per day when you actually go to the store here and claim the free energy. So this is the milestone section, and there is actually a store component right here. So you click there and go to the very bottom. It is going to get you free energy per day as well. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. But that's all I got for you today, guys. 3 quick tips here just to show you the overview of this event. We still have 5 days, but so far, based on what we're seeing right now, it's going to be a hard unlock, but just keep grinding, guys. The moment we're done unlocking, I'm done blitzing, that's going to be the key here. So good luck, guys. Thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.